you've got, you know, the fisherman, you've got our chap in the wheelbarrow, and then you've also got the cyclist's fab. So I'll just show you the board so you can see all the elements. That one's, so we've got the little elements there, down there. My special guy, I like my special guy. But then, look, we go on to, here's the fisherman. He's fab, isn't he? I'm hooked, and there's even like a hook as one of the O's. That's so cool. Birthday fishes, gone fishing. Holy mackerel, it's your birthday. It's so cool. And then you decoupage his arm up and everything, and there's loads of fish, and he can wear a hat, or you can leave it off. And then look at these cards with the birds. There you go. And then we come on to our cyclist. You're not over the hill, or over the hill. Another gear older. You're a genius, you really are. Legend in Lycra. Brilliant. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy a bike, and that's pretty close. Yes, indeed. And then we've got birds flying, we've got the cyclist again. You can decoupage up his leg and his arm to make him look 3D. And then here's our lovely gardener. Gardeners don't grow old, they just go to pots. It's just genius, brilliant. There we go. So those are the boards.
Right, we're going to crack on with the fisherman first. I'm going to try and get through all three of them, but I'm a bit mindful about time. But they come to you printed black onto the Bockingford, which isn't white. It's sort of like an off-white, it's quite a bit creamy. And on the illustrations are lots of arrows and numbers, and they are affiliated to the instruction sheet, which actually shows you where to cut, where to score, and what's going to be little slits. And what I want to do is just show you how I do my cutting out, just this one. As I said earlier, rather than actually cutting on the line and losing some of the integrity of the illustration, I try my hardest to cut about 1 millimetre to 2 millimetres around the outside edge.
Yeah.
Now you can get a little bit closer, but actually if you don't go into all the nooks and crannies, it doesn't matter. And
no.
If we look again, not yet, but at the end, at some of the constructed ones, you'll see that they're not all cut right up to the line. I think as long as you have consistency with your cutting, you see there's nothing wrong with that, although I haven't gone right up into the inside of his tail. So if you are, you know, worried about doing the cutting, that would be my suggestion. So we've got this. Now I have pre-coloured this with pro markers.
Okay.
And actually somebody on the Pink Inkers Facebook page said to us this morning about could they use the pro markers? And yes, you can. I mean, Bockingford is a quality paper, and it tends to not go through to the other side unless you are very heavy-handed and you leave your pen on for a while, then it will come through. But generally speaking, it doesn't. Now I've put in the little slits where appropriate, and they're ever so small, but they have to be put in. There's 2 on the front and 2 on the back. I don't know that I put all the score lines in, so any I've missed. And even although I've tried to get as close to the line here, even adding sort of just like 1/2 mil all the way around, even with the main pieces, you can still add that centimetre around. It won't make any difference to the construction of the piece. So now these folds have to go in because this is what makes it sit flat in an envelope.
Yeah.
If you're not going to use it for the purposes of sending through the post, you don't need to put these in. You could just leave it as it is. And I'd say that of all of them, I think the fisherman is probably the more difficult, only in as much is that before you glue together, we just have to do a little something.
Okay.
So there's the boat, there's my fisherman, and what we do, we have to just finish doing a little bit of colouring first. So I'm putting that slot in the bottom, this slot in, because actually when I close them, there's a bit of boat here that you can see. Now what I do is I just mark with a pencil where that's going to come. It sort of comes around like that. So I brought my pen with me. So to finish off, you need to take it back off again and just finish that little bit.
Yeah.
in an appropriate colour. This is the only colouring I'm going to do, just to show you that it needs to be finished off.
Yeah.
Because actually, once it's glued, trying to infill is going to be a little bit more
tricky.
complicated.
Yeah.
Let's just go down a bit here. That'll do. So I now need to put this back in where it came from. So one slot in, other slot in. If you're finding it a little bit tight, which it shouldn't be, but if you are, just take a little bit more out of the V.
Right.
And then we're going to glue, and we're going to glue the end of the boats together.
Yep. See, I'd because you know everybody's got like pens of choice. Mine are my sparkle pens, my sparkly pens.
Oh, yeah.
I'd make everything sparkly.
I mean, you literally could use anything on this. I mean, Bockingford is just like a really good all-purpose paper.
Yeah.
So that's how it stands up.
There he is.
Okay. Now we've got to add extra pieces on. So we've got a hat, and again, it's all in the instructions. The hat, what I do to fit it on is I'm just with a scalpel, I'm just going to make a little slit. And then that will accommodate his head underneath it. Like that, which we can add a little bit of glue to secure it. So that's that. He's got an arm, so he's going to be holding his fishing rod. And this is where you really need to start getting dimension in. So either foam pads, or you could use gel, 3D gel. Like that. We've got a little
I have to say, from the shape of the rod, he's caught something pretty big.
Hasn't he?
Yeah, there's a weighty fish under there.
So I'm going to, I mean, where you place these things is entirely up to you, but
yeah,
I'm going to go there.
I used to love going fishing with my dad.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I was a bit rubbish though, because I wouldn't take the fish off the hook, and he would have to bait the hook for me, so he hardly did any fishing himself.
I'm afraid I couldn't do, I couldn't face putting a maggot on the end of the line.
That.
I just no, that's beyond me.
Yeah.
So basically, you just want to,
tail.
yeah, you want to go around a sort of position where you want things to go, and don't be frightened of sort of trimming things.
Yeah. I do like the tail sticking out the water. It's just so fun.
And we've got loads of this. Now these ones I didn't do with pro markers. I did these with very fine tip pens.
Yeah.
So, and you don't have to use all of these bits. Now included in the pack,
Yeah.
we've got 2 fishermen, 2 cyclists and 2 gardeners, but we've also put 4 blank cards.
Okay.
And we put some little motifs at the top that go with them. But you don't have to use those. If you've got some fish left over,
Yeah.
you could do your own thing. So yeah, if you look at that
This
one,
one?
yes.
Yeah.
So there's 2 that fold in half, but you get 4 of them.
Right. Nice. So
So like I say, you don't have to feel that you need to use everything.
lovely.
Right, now what I want to do with this one is, because I want to have some 3D, some fish not attached to the actual card, I'm going to put some acetate on. And this is great for all of the designs actually. I'm going to cut it to just a shape that I think will be suitable.
Yeah.
So.
There you go. Yeah.
So now my fish,
Aha.
I
Flying
can,
fish.
yeah, I can have them sort of leaping off and leaping on. Again, I can perhaps trim this down later.
I think these are brilliant. I really do.
Oh, and I've got an oar, so I don't know where my oar's. Oh, there it is.
I've lost my oar.
My oar is in with the gardener. I've got an oar as well. So you've got all the parts. How am I doing for time?
You have
Alex?
got 6 minutes.
Oh God, right. Well, I'm not going to finish this off then because I want to show the construction of the others. But anyway, you get the idea of where this is going, and of course you've got all your little sentiments as well. So that's how you'd finish him off.
He's brilliant.
And of course he then folds flat
Yep.
to fit into an envelope.
Nice.
So that's that one. And then quick construction of the gardener.
Yep.
This is really simple. They're actually, you know, it's not difficult to assemble at all. It's really quite simple. As long as you put your scores in the right line, they're straight, and you put a good fold in with your bone folder, you'll be fine.
Yeah, the joy of it is the colouring and the giving.
Yeah, and I think the joy of it is also just creating it with all the elements.
Yeah.
You know, that's the fun bit for me, I think. So fold in, fold out, so a bit like a concertina. Fold in the back. Glue the ends together. Again, this one was done with pro markers. So that's the barrow.
Oh yes, very quick.
We've got him. We now put the leg in. You have to do the leg once he's assembled, so you can actually see where it's going to go.
Okay.
But we need to put the wheel on.
So yeah, you can assemble these really quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the colouring that takes the time. Well, of course, you know, with this one, if you wanted to, you could actually colour the reverse, so, you know, you don't see it white.
I probably would.
Yeah, it depends how far you want to take it, but that's that part. You've got an extra bit for this. Again, you would need to colour the backs of them.
Yep. And that goes across.
So that's the barrow.
Yeah.
And again, can you see where I've cut leaving a millimetre? You've got a bit of white going all the way around, but it doesn't matter. The illustrated line is still there.
Yeah.
And then he goes into the middle, so he's pre-scored. He sort of hovers a little bit in the middle, like that. And then we've got the arm, which again is 3D.
I've got 4 minutes.
Okay.
Speed crafting.
I won't put all the pots and everything in, but which is a shame because that's the fun part.
Where are you going to place them?
Yeah. And then the leg, you have to sort of think about where the leg, you know, you're going to have it up or in the air.
That looks good.
So that's him without any of the decoration, but that's the basic construction of the gardener.
That's fun.
Like that.
He's either fallen in by accident or somebody's about to push him along.
But he's sweet,
having
isn't
fun.
he?
Yeah.
Again, like I say, you know, colour the inside as well, so it's all gone, you've got it finished. And then actually the last one, cyclist, is the easiest.
Okay.
Because all it is folds, which I think I've put in already. Yep.
Very nice and easy, actually.
Yeah, and this one you want to put your, again, colour the inside of it so it's not seen, and you're literally just joining it to the back.
Yep.
And he's got an arm, a 3D arm, a 3D leg, which you don't have to use the 3D leg because it's there already, but I just think it adds a little bit extra to it.
Lovely.
So that's how it stands up.
And then, is that his arm?
That's his leg.
Oh, his leg, sorry.
Yes, he's got a 3D leg that goes over the other one.
That's so fun.
And he's got a 3D arm.
He's doing Tour de France.
He is. And he's winning.
He looks like he's winning. He looks very determined.
And then
he's happy.
You've got birds and balloons, all 3D. If I can get the sticky label on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. Oh, right, so you can decoupage those as well.
Yeah, decoupage it up.
Nice.
And then we've got ducks, which we can add in the foreground. Again, you see, what I've done is I've actually put them in a square, so it's easier to cut out.
Yeah.
If you don't want the square, cut them off.
Okay.
But this is, you know, if you just want to do it as an easier project, then you can.
Is that a couple of ducks?
Yeah, I'll have that one going on the inside, I think. There's ducks, there's sentiments, we've got flying ones, which I would put on some acetate.
Yes.
How am I doing for time? Have I got time?
You have like a minute. You're not going fast enough, Kathy.
I know, it's hard.
Bless you.
I should put that one like that, I think.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Yay! Oh, they're just
And that's
brilliant.
my husband on his bicycle.
Yay! Thank you so much, Kathy.
You're welcome, my pleasure.